All right, welcome back, mi gente, to Teal Great Podcast. We got a special guest, the homie Ill MC, or known as Apex. I know him by Ill MC, one of the dopest freestyle rappers I've ever known. Let's get right into it. What's up, fam?
What's good, brother? Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time, but we don't lose connection.
Of course not. Just finished this workout out here on the west side. Nice and sunny day. You know how it go.
Hell yeah. So I want to talk about a lot of things. Definitely want to get into how we got to know each other and how you got involved with Most Skills and all the stuff that we used to do. I had a conversation with Frankie yesterday, and we were talking about how he met you and how he wanted to bring you in because he knew that you were a dope ass freestyler. And so yeah, let's talk about that.
Well, man, it started about when I was 18, and I already knew Frankie from high school, a young major. We were longtime friends way before music, and I was always, busting freestyles at parties, doing things, blah, blah, blah. And then one day, when we got a little older, he said, hey, man, I'm working with this guy named Flash. He's really talented, and he's got all the equipment, and he's looking for a group to put together. And honestly, I never thought I'd even get recorded, let alone I thought I was just going to be rapping on the corner. And I just did it for the love, And
Yeah.
then, one day he made the introduction with you. I just got out of some legal troubles. I was in and out of jail, doing stuff like that. And then finally I realized, like, man, I should do something with this.
Yeah.
And he took me to the studio, and, God blessed me with a great friend like you. I mean, without you guys, I would never even be where I was here. So, let alone doing that, I mean, I never thought I'd even get on wax. So anything right now after this is just a plus,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's dope. I still remember the time that Frankie brought you in. He's like, "This is the guy I'm talking about," and I was like, "All right, well." And I'm the kind of guy that I like to listen to everybody. I like to give everybody a chance, and because everybody should have a chance. So I remember you got in there and you got inside the booth and you just really started freestyling. I forget if it was in there or Frankie told me that apparently it was at my old place at my house on San Antonio, which I can't remember too well, but what I do remember is when you went to the studio on 10th, and that's when you started freestyling. I was like, damn, this guy's dope.
Yeah, I remember I used to see you at parties back in the day. I never knew who you were, but I would be rapping in the corner, and you would actually be the DJ spinning the music.
Really?
And I remember I always do, and I see you a lot of times because I got this thing, I never forget a face.
Damn.
But I was always just rapping in the corner. It just ironically, like, our worlds eventually intertwined.
That's crazy.
Destiny is destiny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember you too. You were always hella fitted, wearing fitted hats, and you wanted to be in the whole fucking party. I remember one time you played that Sleepy fucking. My God, Sleepy.
Damn.
You're always rocking that shit, and I just never. And then when I met you, I was like, holy shit! Like, I know this guy,
That's crazy. So you're like, oh, so this is Flesh. This is the guy that was DJing and doing all that.
Shit, man, you're the fucking most dangerous thing to touch a fucking computer, bro.
So I want to talk.
I was calling you Dr. Dre. Remember that shit? I was calling you Dre of the fucking industry, bro.
Hey, man, I just knew that I wanted to do something with music, and our passions just were the same. We had the same passion and do something with music. But before we get into more of that, I also want to know, like, how you even started with music. Like, how did you get inspired to even want to rap or freestyle, any of that? Where did that come from?
Oh, man, I don't know. It's always kind of been kind of in the blood. I've never met my grandfather, but the only picture I ever seen of him, he was in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
He was sitting on, like, some dirty old hut, and he was playing the guitar. And I'm guessing that music is in the blood, so I don't know. Just every time I would hear, I was about 7, 8 years old, I hear songs on the radio, Bone Thugs, Biggie, and I would try to, like, basically imitate the words. and try to rap like I was them, you know. And I don't know, I always loved it. It gave me that little tingle in the back of your neck you can't describe. Like I don't know, music to me is like an ultimate high. And one day, I think I was about 13. One day I just started to try to make my own lyrics. And I
Mm.
remember I stole a Biggie CD from my dad when I was 10, and I popped that CD in when I was about 13, and I started rapping over. That's why I got kind of a little East Coast style. I
Yeah.
started rapping over Biggie beats. So
Oh.
I kind of, my influence has always been East Coast, Big L,
Yeah.
Biggie. That's why it never really translated that much out here. But when I go to New York and they hear the flow, they're like, "Fuck, bro, you from New York?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm from the East." And then I would just keep going and going. And then one day I battled this guy. He was like the best battle rapper. He's been rapping for like 10 years already, like, you know, since he was a little kid.
Yeah.
And like I went pounds with him in my homeboy Alfred's van, and
Uh-huh.
we filmed it. This tape is somewhere. It's somewhere in my boy's attic somewhere. My first
Dang.
freestyle battle ever,
That'd be
and I
dope.
beat this guy. I beat him, and I was shocked because I was just getting him round after round. And after that, everybody was like, "Damn, bro, that guy's been rapping for 10 years. You've been rapping for 10 minutes." And I didn't take it as ego. I just took it as like, "Damn, I think I got something here."
Yeah.
And I love the competition, man. Like I don't know what it is. Like competition elevates my game. Like when there's like 100 people around and I'm going rounds with somebody, like that shit, I see it. I don't get scared, man. I
Yeah.
think that's what really really got me going.
Well,
Because you either got it or you don't, man. You know, it's not. You can't teach it.
yeah, that's something I noticed from you that every time we were around, like if we went to performances or whatnot, you always wanted a freestyle, and then if anybody in the room, like anybody that wasn't in the group, wanted a freestyle, I feel like you always wanted that competition. Like, all right, like what do you got, you know? And then
Yeah.
they were freestyle, and then you would come in there kind of like pushing them off, like, all right, I got this, and you just kill that shit. I'm like, damn, this guy killing it.
Iron something done, my friend.
Yeah, that was dope. What was that? The first track, like the first hip hop or rap track that you listened to, and you're like, "Damn, this is dope."
Oh, when I was a kid, I think my brother used to install audio systems, so he was letting me listen to rap music way before I should have. He put a system in the car, and he'd be like, "You want to go for a test drive?" And we go around the block just bumping, like we'd be bumping old Too Short, Bone Thugs,
Damn.
stuff like that. And I think the real first track I can really remember
Yeah.
when I was 5. He took me to see Dangerous Minds in theaters. That as I walked through the valley of the shadow of
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was 5 years old in the movie premiere with my brother, and I don't know. I feel like even just talking about it, I think that was probably the first rap song I can really remember. I was like, this is it.
That's dope. Yeah, I can't
But
remember what I listened to. It might have been like, man, it might have been like Mobb Deep or something like that, or Tupac or one of those. Oh, you know what? It might have been Eminem or 50 Cent or one of those cats. I can't remember exactly, but
yeah,
yeah, I fell in love. What about freestyle? I know obviously you're a freestyle artist as well. Did you get into any watching any freestyle artists that you liked? I think
you
back
know what?
then. Remember Spank TV?
As much as I did, I never really like looked into other cats. But Big L was probably the biggest freestyler, my influence. I used
Mm,
to download his freestyles on LimeWire, and I was like, damn man, I want to be like this fucking guy.
yeah,
He's still like my greatest. Besides like rapper is Biggie, but the greatest freestyle of all time, hands down, is Big L.
yeah,
I mean, he even went rounds with Tupac before and everybody else, and
yeah.
Biggie and Jay Z. He got them all, and
Hell
I
yeah.
think Big L was my biggest influence on freestyle, and I took that mentality. There's that killer mentality. You know what I mean? You're either gonna get me or I'm gonna get you, and the damn sure ain't gonna be me.
Yeah. And you definitely have that raspiness, like grittiness, like who has that style? I think it's Jada, right? It kind of has you
Wow,
guys you guys
everybody either calls me
yeah.
Jada or JC or Messi
Yeah.
Moms. I'm like, no, I'm
Yeah.
chill, bro, but it's a compliment, you know?
It's definitely similar to Jada, but you definitely have more of that. How can I say? It's just some kind of grittiness. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just more. It's like more. I don't know what it is. it's more of
Yeah,
something
you know what?
in that voice. Like
I,
you.
I don't even hear it.
Yeah.
It's funny. People say like your voice is raspy. I can't even hear it.
Well, I know it's raspy, but I feel like when you say things, it's like you really mean what you're saying. I don't know. I know it sounds like everybody raps like that, but it really feels like
Yeah,
you mean what you say, which is pretty dope. Like you're really
'cause I don't.
confident, basically.
Of course,
Yeah.
I don't think about what I'm gonna say. It's gotta come to me because there's times where I don't rap for 3 or 4 months,
Yeah.
and then one day I'm at the street light smoking a joint, and the beat comes on, and I'll write fucking a whole verse before 2 nights. I swear, I'll be like 3 minutes. I'll write a 16, and it's like, damn, I
Yeah.
haven't thought of shit for like 3 months. But I go off inspiration because you can't force it, man. Like you're sitting there trying to force it, you're beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
But one day I don't know, I'll be at the fucking grocery store and I'll fucking pick some cereal off and then boom, I have like 6 bars to go through my head and I swear to God, I'll write that shit down. And I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, man. That's what my mind works. Like I'm not good at anything else, but fucking rapping. That's about it.
I still remember too when you would freestyle and remember that process when you were trying to convert to like writing and then
Yeah,
making that happen. Like
I want.
I still remember you're like because the way that you rap, it's obviously different from the way when you're writing and then you're trying to rap
Yeah,
what you wrote. So
unorthodox.
that was a dope process. What can you tell us about that?
It's really hard, man. I mean, you started trying to give me a ride because when I never counted bars, I didn't know what the hell a bar was. I just rapped until I stopped. So
Yeah,
I learned that recording music is not easy. You don't just walk in there. You got to have tempo, timing. You got
yeah,
to deal with stuff like reverb and freestyle. Don't write, and writers don't freestyle. That's the common underground knowledge.
yeah,
So what I did, I know you were trying to teach me, but I was still fucking young and dumb and wasn't applying myself. Like, just squandered a lot of opportunities that I regret. That's one thing I regret. I could have been so much more ahead of the game right now.
no,
But I built
you
myself.
really try to learn though. You're really applying yourself.
Yeah, I could have did more though, man.
Yeah,
Always wanted to should have, but
yeah,
I started really Hector, my other right hand,
yeah.
my homie. He broke me down, and he had the same vision that you did with me.
Mhm.
He said, "Bro, we got to get you fucking writing correctly. We got to get you on point." So the last 5 years, I don't even really freestyle no more. If you can believe it, it's crazy.
What?
I do
Damn.
once in a while, but now I just write.
Yeah.
Like I have like hundreds of verses. I literally have like 5 fucking albums recorded that I haven't even released yet.
Damn, I
But
know.
I was giving myself through the gauntlet, because a lot of that shit I was learning how to write, and it's really fucking hard. But honestly, at this point right now, I've made the conversion. Like I can write a song and it makes sense.
Yeah.
I can swap around bars, but I use that freestyle mentality. Like the bars are going through my head like I'm flowing, but
Mhm.
now I can write that shit down. And
Mm.
like finally, I think I'm hitting my fucking stride, man. Like that last hip hop track I just said to you,
Yeah.
that's writing, all writing,
That's dope.
sitting down, delivery, and that's another thing. You could write as good as you want, but if you can't deliver that shit, it ain't gonna sound good.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually kind of heard something similar to that with comedians where they they could have a really good joke, but if they don't know how to deliver it the right way,
Yeah.
it's gonna flop. It's not gonna be right. That's another similarity there. So
Oh fuck yeah, that's hard.
so what do you remember from the Most Skills days? Any cool stories you could
Yeah.
share? I know we had plenty of those.
Man. I felt like a superstar, man. I'm like
Man.
18, 19 years old, already had my own house. Man, my studio was within walking distance of you.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
shit, parties every night, selling out warehouses, doing all the fun stuff. I mean, I never thought I'd even record, let alone do that. And man, we were doing a bunch of shows, people coming up to you at the mall. And then I just thank God the opportunity that you and Frankie gave me. Because
Yeah.
forever to this day, I'm grateful, man. Like, you guys didn't have to take a chance on me. And you guys are doing something special at the time, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. And still to this day, if we had a little more business sense, like if we had like a real more business sense, man, we would have just been collecting royalties right now. We wouldn't even have to be doing music. But
Yeah.
hey, it's a learning process.
That's the way I look at it too. But
Yeah.
it's never too late to keep reaching your dreams. There's one thing that stood out.
Yeah.
There's one thing that stood out from the Frankie podcast is that he was telling me that there is a lot of people that apparently weren't taking you serious recording you, and that kind of struck me as, who the hell wouldn't take this guy serious? Like, I think he's hella dope. Like, I, I don't know why it just popped in my head. I'm just like, I can't believe that no one would ever want to take a chance on you because you're fucking dope. Like when I met you, and I was just like,
Yeah, I
what,
appreciate
really?
that.
But
It's
no,
because
man.
I was a loose cannon at the time, selling drugs,
Yeah,
doing all the life, all the shit that I'm rapping. You know me, I was,
yeah,
out there on the corner all day.
yeah,
And, I can understand, see it as a liability, walking around with guns and shit like that, and
mm,
with other people around me, my
yeah.
other right hand's fucking 6'3", 370 pounds, you know what I mean? You're going to be a little worried and shit.
You talking about who? You talking
So,
about?
Big Juice, Big Juice.
Ah, Big Juice, man. It's been a
Wow,
minute.
man, Big Juice.
It's been a
I
minute
know,
since I
man.
heard
I
his
haven't, I
name.
haven't had contact with him. If you out there, you listen to this Big Juice, what's up, bro?
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Big Juice. Man, it's been a minute.
Man, that guy was a fuck.
Yeah,
Street legend, man.
that's crazy. What about
But
the
I think
performances we had?
finally, though, man, you took that chance on me, man. I was at, that 6 round draft pick that nobody wanted, but I had 4.3 speed.
Man,
So, you gave me that shot, and
I know
fuck,
that
I ran with it.
yeah, I know that you had dope ass talent, man. It was it was a non, you know,
Shit, I finally got this shit together, though. I got my mind right. It took a long time, but I'm
yeah.
not fucking around no more.
Hell yeah.
I got
What
some shit coming. I'm not even talking about it, but I got some big shit coming, and this fucking whole thing's fucking it off right now. But don't worry, I'm just patient. Just keep.
No, this is in a way I think this is a good way for people to stay inside and kind of think about what their strategy plan is, once that this is over. I think it's a good time to do that, and maybe even write more music, It's like probably the
Yeah,
best time to
fucking
do that.
connection. Shit,
That's
shit, I
probably
haven't wrote shit. Thinking.
you should be writing, man. Come on.
I haven't been inspired, man, but it's gonna click though. You know what I mean? It's gonna
Really?
click, and I'm gonna write like 5 fucking songs in one day.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know when we used to get together and write, there's times that we would write like 5, 6 songs at a day, easy, huh? It was just like we'd be knocking.
Easy. So as soon as you came up, boy.
Yeah, we just man, just keep knocking them down, song after song, and it's like, what's next? And we really just go to sleep and wake up and do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
That was
And
dope.
another thing too, my other boy, Big D too, he took the same chance on me too. I got to give him a shout out, Big D G thing.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, Big D.
When I got out of jail again the second time, he told me, I was already a fucking hot mess,
Mhm.
running from the feds for like 2 years, and he gave me another shot to get in the studio, and we were just cutting tracks out the garage, and that shit started to bubble up again. We started selling out shows and Mountain View, stuff like that with
Yeah.
Louis. He used to be Snicks back then, but
Yeah.
Louis be the name, shout out Louis.
Yep. Shout
And
out.
we had a dangerous little crew there too. And those guys are fucking. We would just fucking do push-ups and just battle each other all day, and
Yeah.
it still shows because Louis is fucking one of the top rappers in the whole city. That fucking guy.
Oh
He was
yeah.
a fucking a prodigy, and Big Dog too. These two cats, they're the same bloodline. Big Dog and Louis.
Oh
They're
yeah.
fucking music prodigies. They were like 10, 11 years old rapping with guys that are like 16, 17. Like if you knew them, like I knew them, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like this little 11-year-old kid pulls out a fucking rhyme book. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even start writing music till years later.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely Louis and the whole camp. They got a lot of dope ass talent, and Louis
Yeah,
definitely his style definitely reminds you of like the Jacka for some reason, like this music that he
for
picks.
sure.
You know, definitely reminds
I
me of
call him the Mexican Tupac.
that. Yeah,
And then
exactly.
Big Dog's coming up really big. He's into doing the battle league.
Oh, okay,
So he's doing a lot of shit. Yeah, oh yeah, that guy's killing it out there. He's starting to make a big name for himself. He's always been a
that's dope.
prolific battler as well. That guy's a true musician too. He could play guitar, everything, man.
That's hella dope, man.
Yeah,
There's a lot of good memories, but definitely
a lot
back
of good people.
a lot of what?
I said a lot of good people.
Oh,
What you
okay.
say?
Yeah, I thought you said something else. And I was gonna say a lot of good memories too, just performing with you, and we had all our fans there, and just all the things that we did. I think it was a
Yeah,
good time.
For sure, man. I wish I could go back just for one day, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think it's good that we lived it, and I mean, you're obviously still doing it, and other people are still doing it and pursuing it as you should. But we learned a lot, though. Growing up and doing that, we definitely learned a
Yeah,
lot.
for sure.
What do
I
you?
actually was at
Uh huh.
my bad, what was it?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I said I was actually at a concert last summer, and I was like smoking a blunt or whatever, blah blah blah, and somebody taps me on the shoulder and says, "Most Steel?"
Damn.
Swear to God, dude. He said I was at your warehouse parties next day. I was like, damn, bro.
I still get that to this day. Like when you guys coming out with the
Oh,
CD or
yeah.
anything, like damn, people still want to hear about that, huh? Are,
Fuck yeah, man.
what do you think about rappers these days?
You know what? It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
I like the new guys. I like T Grizzly, 21 Savage. I'm honestly, I've always been kind of the same. I'm either listening to old school hip hop, or old school in general rap. Bay Area music mostly is 90% of my listening catalog. But there is a lot of bright spots, man. You know what? I finally Roddy Ricch is pretty dope. I've honestly listened to my first Roddy Ricch song like not even too long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think what is it? Is it Lil Baby, right? The Pure
Yeah.
Cocaine. That's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Little baby.
But yeah, there's a couple of new guys I bang. Honestly, my son, he puts me on game. He goes, "Hey Dad, listen to this guy. You know, he put me on fucking 21. He put me on T Grizzly. The old man. I'm already an old man. My 10-year-old son's already like, hey Dad, listen. And I'm like, damn, this does slap. And we'll be driving around in my Mustang, slapping fucking Roddy Ricch and shit.
What about your son? Does he know the history of you and your music, or
Oh yeah,
what does he
and
say?
you see a lot of the times he plays saxophone and guitar.
Oh, dope.
And then I guess he's kind of embarrassed to tell me, but he told like a couple of the family members he wants to make beats.
Mm.
You know, he might not even be a rapper. He might be because he be messing around in the guitar, the saxophone all day
Yeah.
with his headphones on, and I think he's got some special. And I always told people, I said, watch out for my son. It's not going to be me who's going to be the star. Watch out for my son. So
Yeah.
I'm saying now, 15 years from now, my son will probably be one of the best beat makers in the game. He already has the blood,
Yeah.
and I'm going to give him anything he can. And I would be cool with that. I would be like, that's my boy right there.
Yeah.
And you know what? If anything, be a producer, man. Producers are the real, like, they don't get enough fucking credit, man. Producers work their balls off and get fucked out of money and never get the fame and notoriety. So shout out to all my fucking producers that don't get enough love. You know, when you work with me, I show you all the love. I'm not bitching about fucking this, that. I'm going to just put the beat on and we'll get this shit cracking, you know?
Yep. I definitely know what that feels like.
For sure, bro.
That's dope. So, what do you see as far as similarities with your son? Like growing up, you see anything in him that you used to see in yourself?
Oh, yeah, he's my freaking clone. We're both even lefties. Like, just the way that he loves music, like his taste for music is the same. I see the similarities,
Yeah.
and I'm giving him every opportunity to nurture his gift. See, I didn't know what I had. I just thought I liked this shit, but it's musical talent is it's like a gift that God gives you, and you got to nurture that. And the sooner you nurture it, the sooner it can grow. That's why when he wanted a guitar, I bought him a guitar. When he wanted to do the saxophone program, I dropped the $1,500 to put him in there.
Yeah.
I'm nurturing his gifts because when I was a kid, I wanted to be a DJ, bro. And I wanted turntables, but you already know how that goes. Single mom working 2 jobs, she can't buy no fucking turntable.
Yeah.
So I started rapping, man. I was like, fuck it, I can do this for free. I can just bang on the tables. And that's why you gotta nurture these kids because it's dying, man. It's a dying art. Everybody wants to be fucking playing video games and shit. But if your kid wants to play guitar, you better get that guitar from.
Yeah. What if your kid wanted to take gaming seriously? Is that something you wouldn't promote?
Oh, shit.
What?
He's doing right now. Fuck, that's all he says, man. He's doing his kids, bro.
Like actually get paid for it though.
Hey, whatever you want, I told him I'll support him. I already told him he could be anything he wants to be.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, skeptical old fucking Latino parents.
Yeah.
this, always like, like, nah, man, you want to do that shit, you do that shit, but you better make sure you give it your all.
Yeah.
Don't have to.
How were your parents
And,
growing up as far as that? Like growing up and you're like what you wanted to do? Were they like supportive of that?
oh, of course not. Parents saw music as a hobby and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But once I got older, I started showing my mom the magazines and stuff like that. She's like, "Oh man," she's like, "You could do this." Like she's like, "Do it, son, do it."
Yeah.
That's why I still got something left to prove, man. And I'm just gonna give it my all for these last couple of years, see what happens, man.
Yeah. I
All
mean,
chips in.
you've been traveling though, right? Before all this corona, like you've been traveling to New York and other
Oh,
places to
oh yeah,
promote?
oh yeah, man. That's what I learned. I was too busy trying to blow up in my own city.
Yeah.
There's just too much bias and people are like, "Oh, he thinks he's a rapper. I'm a better rapper." Blah blah blah. Whatever. Everybody's cutting each other's fucking throats.
Yeah.
So what I did, I just started. I started hopping on planes and going, talking to the DJs. My East Coast New York plug. Shout out Sosa, real right. My
Mhm.
cats from Brooklyn show me mad love, man. Every time I go out there, they treat me like I'm home. And I've been going to New York. I'm supposed to go to New York 10 days from now, go shoot a video and
Damn.
go work with real right out there. My other go chill with Sosa. So then
Yeah.
I went to Reno, linked up with the DJs out there. Midnight Fantasy Entertainment, and I've been going to them. They're gonna spin our music. I've been doing back and forth and go back to LA, DJ A Mix. I got a lot of people in different parts, and then working with producers from other markets,
Yeah.
and that's what I've been doing, man. And it's slowing my fucking roll right now, but I'm gonna be right back. I got $2,000 flight credit, and I'm going right back to New York.
Yeah. I mean, definitely you got to be careful though too because that's one of the highest um,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
people
Fuck,
with that
man.
shit.
You gotta come out there with me, bro. Ain't nothing like it.
Oh
Walking down
yeah.
Broadway,
Hell yeah.
eating a fucking bagel.
Yeah, I've
Shit, I was
only
in a.
I've only been there once, but I definitely want to go back. It's a
Oh
different
yeah,
energy.
we'll show you the real way to do it, man. Get the vibing, bro. But don't worry though. Hey, shit, we got time, man. You can still roll out there with me.
Oh yeah, we definitely got a lot of time. What are other things you have planned for after this whole Corona stuff is over with?
Oh shit, I gotta go to Atlanta. I've been working with Juice,
Hmm.
another producer from 1017 Brick Squad. So I I've been keeping that under wraps.
Dope.
But I'm gonna have a song coming out with 1017 Brick Squad. So what I want to do is I want to fly out to Atlanta, shoot the video, and then just drop the track. So working on some shit, keep an ace up my sleeve like always.
Yeah, that's dope. Well, so
Yeah, for sure.
what about on the visuals? What are some things that you want to
Oh
work on?
yeah, you two are my guys. I got Full Press D, shot
Yeah,
by David Alon, and my boy DJ Life, man.
yeah,
Y'all my two guys. I like working with people that I know.
yeah,
If I can get a video and from anybody, you know what I mean? But our personal relationship, it
yeah,
means a lot more to me.
yeah,
And I'd rather put money in your pocket than some stranger's pocket.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, I mean, there's a
Yep.
lot of things that we're definitely gonna work on in the future. Like plenty of covers and video shoots or whatnot.
Get the shit rolling.
I think there's a lot of things that we could do.
Yep, I got some fucking gems tucked away that just, waiting to see the light of day.
Hell yeah, yeah, definitely excited to work on those things.
For
What
sure, though.
what else do you see as far as like the differences on how we used to promote our stuff back then to how it is now? Like the accessibility to, social media and all this stuff. Because I know back in the
Yeah,
days we used to use MySpace and flyers and all that.
SoundCloud. I was using SoundCloud before everybody, man. I remember they thought it was a joke, and I was like, fuck.
Oh
But
yeah,
now I guess that's the way that the youngsters do it. But, shit, we used to press up CDs, go to the mall, be on the bus, the light rail, this shit. We didn't even have a fucking car, but we were still pushing CDs, man.
yeah,
And I remember just hitting the streets really fucking hard, and that shit worked, man. Everybody I seen would just get CDs. We put the flyers up, and it was more of a street grind, and I miss that because you go out there and meet new people. People take pictures with people on this fucking old ass phones and shit. But
yeah,
but the street grind,
yeah,
everything's digital now. I think the digital era saturated the game too much because you used to have to hit the streets to get your music out there,
Yeah.
and it really meant something back then. And now anybody with a mic starter kit can say, "Ah, I got an EP, I got an EP," and I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. But the way that it fucks everything off is that there's just so much shit flowing. I think some crazy stat I heard. There's like I don't know, like fuck, I forgot the number, but like 100 or 10,000 songs get released a minute or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's way more.
there's got to be a tons of artists that are just new artists every day, like popping up because now it's so easy
Yeah.
to upload something to SoundCloud and promote it. I mean, we used to I was telling Frankie this, I think that we used to upload our music to Lime Links, I believe. And
Yeah.
remember Lime Links?
Well, like that was the first way people started downloading music. I remember that.
Yeah.
I'd get like fucking 5,000-6,000 on a little
Yeah.
ass song, and I'd be like, "Damn, I got 5,000 fucking downloads."
Yeah, that was, I think that was the Instagram of music back in the day, because that's how people would know how poppin' your music was. Remember?
Virus, that shit gave you computer virus too. Them motherfuckers was probably feeling you and
Yeah.
showed them and shit.
And then we had I think we had like another one called Hulk Share, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a bunch.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. Something. What's the other one? Soundbee or something like
sure.
that. But it was really like when you clicked on that link, you would see the number of downloads, and that was kind of like a way of saying like, yo, I got some heat. Everybody's downloading this. You got to get in it.
That shit was like crack, man. Seeing the numbers go up, you're like, yes. They go from 100 to 1,000. You're like, yes, keep it going, keep it going.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Well, you know what? We got to hit the streets again, man.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. Getting the streets again.
Well, I think artists nowadays need to do that a little more too. Not because it's so easy to promote online, but people need to show their faces, so they could know who you're selling your music to.
It works, man, because yesterday I was just right there pulling up to a gas station, and I don't know, fucking some dude came up to me and was, "Hey, bro, you remember me?" He's like, "We were at a fucking bar, and you took me to your studio, and we were all fucked up," and I was like, "Damn, for real?" I didn't remember this dude.
Damn.
But it happens to me more than often. Like, my street grind really works, because I'll be at fucking Ross buying socks and shit, and some guy will come up to me and be like, "Are you ill?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, who's this fucking guy?" But man, you remember me? Yeah, but I would show love to everybody with open arms, you know what I mean? Because it could be easily switched, like, who am I? I still don't think, I may look like I have a big ego, but I'm still very humble, I'm blessed to be where I'm at.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely really humble, bro.
You know how some y'all cats are, they're like, who's this fucking broke-ass motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, there's this guy, he was a while back, he was a special needs, I could tell, he had special needs. And he was really, really cool, man. He liked the music and stuff. And he started coming to the shows, and I showed him a lot of love, man. I was like, with the bottle service with us. And I was like, "Hey, bro, I was like, you could come chill with us." He was highly functional, but that's just the type of person I am. I'm not going to, most people would have shown, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Blah, 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 making fun of him, something like that. But this guy was really, like, reaching out. And I was like, man, this is probably going to be some of the best times he ever had. He was at my shows, doing bottle service, doing all that, and I love that feeling, man, because one day he's gonna be talking about it, like, "Hey, man, I'm ill. Can you let me go to this VIP spot?" Blah, blah, it, and stuff like that that doesn't get told on. And I never bragged about it online, like, "Hey, this guy with special needs, let him chill." I didn't film that. I don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I live in my area. I live in the hood. There's a high homeless concentration.
Yeah.
I see people with no shoes all the time. I'll go get a pair of brand new Jordans, and I'll give it. This guy walked by my house with his feet bleeding. Dang. I saw it from my window. I ran, got some shoes and some socks. I was like, "Hey, bro," I was like, "I can't let you walk by my house with your feet bleeding like that." I gave him a pair of brand new fucking Jordan 1s.
Damn.
With socks. Homeboy started crying. He was literally, had to be a year older than me. He was our age.
Yeah.
He started crying because he put his shoes on. That's and crazy. Like that, I didn't film that and put that on social media. I didn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
And like shit like that is like, man, that's the shit we got to live for. We got to be more humane and take care of each other, because easily that could be me. I could have got hooked and stuck a needle in my arm, and I would have been walking with my feet bleeding by some guy's house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shit like
man.
that.
That's some real stuff right there. That's what a lot of us should be doing, you know. That's one thing
Heck yeah.
I learned too is like not to judge anybody because people are quick to judge just because you might be homeless or you know you're living in your car or whatnot. I mean, who knows what anybody's going through, and anything you can do to help is good.
Easily the tables could be turned, man. With one bad decision, and it's like fuck, you get hooked on fucking crystal or something like that, and you're just out here fucking lost, man. And that's why anytime I see a homeless person, I don't mind buying them food. I don't mind, helping them out, giving some shoes, whatever. This other homeless guy was fucking. He was about 102, dude. Dirty ass shirt and a black t-shirt.
Damn.
I was like, fuck. Well, I feel fucking. I went and bought him a brand new white tee and gave him some money. I was like, here, bro, it's too fucking hot. Put a
Yeah.
clean shirt on and go get you some food. Same shit like that. Dude was like, oh my God, man. And I'm like, hey, well, thank you. I was like, don't thank me. I was like, when you go upstairs, just tell the man that we did, you know? I just want to make it
Yeah.
square with God because I made a lot of bad in my life and I want to do good now. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
did shit that keeps me up at night. So I was like, man, I got to pay it back now that I'm living good. I'm not worried about, I'm financially sound. So now,
Yeah.
shit, I'm just pay it back.
I always wonder that too. Like, what's another way that we could help even more? Like, yeah, we could give them money and clothes and all that, but what I wonder what's the next step? Like, how can we help them even more to like get on their feet and probably restart their lives? Because I know if we all did it
Yeah, yeah.
collectively, I'm sure we could all help everybody else. You know?
We have money for it. Shit, America has the money for it. Look at that. They made fucking $3 trillion disappear. Appear out of the sky. I mean, honestly, a lot of people. Some people just have mental health issues that can't be really helped. But there's a lot of people out there that are just struggling. Like, they're just, you can't afford to live out here anyways in the Bay Area. Rent literally 3 times of what the average income is,
Yeah.
and it's just sad that you're stuck in a pit. You know what I mean? This is home. This
Yeah.
used to be one of the cheapest places in the country to live, San Jose. That's why my mom came out here. You could get an apartment on the west side for $300-400 a month,
Damn.
and you could still feed your kids. Now it's like 3,500. Your whole
Yeah.
monthly income is 2,000. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. You need to have like a few earners in the house to be able to pay for that.
Yeah, sad, bro.
That's
Like,
crazy.
it's fucked up. It's like I was thinking about buying a house in another state. Like, I love my home, but
Hmm.
for what I pay now for my spot, I could literally have 2 fucking houses in any other state. Is
Oh,
that fucking ridiculous?
easy,
I could be
easy.
my own fucking neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, even my uncle lives in Texas, and he tells me all the time, like, "Man, why don't you buy a house over here? Like, we get some
For
mansions
sure,
over
dog.
here." I'm like, "What?"
Shit. Hey,
Like two
I'm down
hundred
to take a trip
thou?
out there, man.
Huh?
I'm down to take a trip out there whenever you want, dog.
Yeah.
Houston's my 3rd biggest market right now. I haven't taken a trip to Houston, but it's number 3.
Yeah. Well,
I gotta get my house out there.
even Arizona, 'cause I got some family out there too, and
For
man,
sure. You know me. Hey, let's go, man. Plane tickets are cheap. I'm ready when you are, dog.
bro, my tia be telling me we paid like 600 or so for a big ass house, like freaking 6 7 rooms. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's not even like close to half of what we're paying over here.
Fuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's insane. Dude.
it cracks me up. But I mean, what I tell everybody too is that I think we are paying more for the weather than anything, you know?
Yeah. And jobs in the economy also. Out here, we have the lowest unemployment rate in the country, so you can
Yeah,
throw a rock and get a fucking job out here. That's decent paying, but
yeah,
the game's upside down, man. It's
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of the big corporations over here too, you know, the big tech companies and all that.
of course, the Silicon Valley bubble, man, but I don't know, man. I see. I want to get out there. I used to never thought I'd even leave the hood. I was scared to fly, man. I was like, fuck that. I can't La Bamba. I ain't getting on no fucking plane.
It's
But
actually a
now
lot.
it's just,
Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's actually a lot safer than driving.
Fuck yeah, bro. Oh my god. Hey, a 30-minute flight to Reno or a 5-hour fucking drive? Nah, I'm cool, bro.
Yeah, no, hell no.
Yeah, I'll meet you there. It's like
Yeah,
$80, 90.
hell yeah.
I be doing that. I drove to Vegas once with Hecto and the What Up Though camp.
Yeah.
Shout out my What Up Though guys. 11 fucking hours, bro.
Damn. Yeah. Hell no.
At least we were in Hector's Porsche doing fucking, that motherfucker was smashing, bro, but it was still 11 hours, bro.
Yeah. Even
And then 11 hours back.
Man, what, like a whole day just thrown out the window.
Yeah, a whole fucking day driving when the flight is 45 minutes.
Yeah. Hell no. Hell no. I don't think I'd ever do that again unless there's a really good reason to be in the car.
Oh, no. No, that's a no. Especially now.
So a few other things. What's the relationship with you and Hector? How did that come about? Like, tell us a little bit about that.
Oh man, this guy, another magician like you, man. This guy's so purely talented, real musician. Me and him, he had a whole studio in his garage. Like, we met one time. We were at a party and we were in a dangerous gang neighborhood. And he was all red. You know, he's not a gang member, but you know, he's down.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, you can't be walking out here by yourself like that. So I walked him into his car.
Yeah.
We were just chopping it up one day, and I've seen him a few times. I remember when you saw him, we were still in like the Most Skills days and all that.
Yeah.
And he would just be rapping, selling in the parking lot. And then they're like, "Oh, go battle him." And I was like, "Nah, man, I was like, let him shine, bro." And that day, he's doing it. He was like me.
Yeah.
He was like, trying to clear out the circle. That's all we said.
Yeah.
The guys I hang out with will clear out a rap circle faster than the police. Feel me?
Yeah.
And then that guy he's just so fucking talented and faceted, and he had that studio in his garage. He didn't even know it was all enough. He had the inbox, the everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, bro. We started hanging out. I was like, you got a whole fucking studio on your couch right here? For real? I was like, let's put that shit together, like right now.
Yeah.
And what we did was we pushed together a bookshelf, we set up the mic, the computer, and boom, we were up and running, dude. What up, though, ENT, bro? We just fucking, we started doing that shit, and man, I told him one day, I was like, you're gonna be the real superstar, man.
Yeah.
I had a dream about it. And look at him, behold, now he's fucking blowing up in the Spanish music scene. He just signed a Spanish deal.
Yeah.
And that guy, he went to school. He's got a degree in audio engineering. I used to call his ass all the time. I mean, you go to class today? You better be in school, bro. This shit matters. Do that shit.
Yeah.
And he did. He stuck to it. He's got a degree in audio engineering. And, man, he's always been, really talented. And now his talent is showing and it's paying off, bro. But he's still paying it back. He's putting me on his Spanish songs and trying to get my foot wet. So I mean, I'm another shit besides regular English rap out. You're gonna see me float around with a couple Spanish.
There you go. Yeah, are you tapping into your Spanish roots or what?
Yeah, of course, man. But shit, it's hard, bro. Like, hey, fuck that. That shit is hard, dude. He does it so effortlessly.
Yeah.
Like, his Spanish is way better than mine.
Yeah.
Like, I could talk and read and write Spanish, but
I
need way more practice. Yeah, it's not easy.
Let's hear some Spanish lines.
Man, I didn't got shit. I don't got no shit on that. I got the video coming out though. Fucking Callejeros. That shit's gonna be on Vivo.
Dope. Callejeros.
Yep, I got you. I shoot you a link as soon as it drops. Shot by David Alan, Full Press Beat.
Yeah, hell yeah. Send it to me. All right. Here's another thing I wanted to ask you. Can you freestyle on this podcast? Just a quick little thing. I know it's probably
man, I've been in the street so long on the west side, trying to feel like Mac Dre in the tech side. I ain't rapping about 3 or 4 months, but I'm burning shit down like 3 or 4 blunts in that Mustang coupe. I'm gonna pull up to the drop. If they see me getting hot, then I'm blowing up the spot. Watch for the cops and I watch for the knots like they got the AKs and they spray the fucking Glocks. Ain't freestyling, but they biting my style. Tell them motherfuckers I'm gonna come back in a while, get some more packs on and it's ready to move. If I switch my feet up, then I'm GQ smooth. Little rusty.
Man.
It's been a while. I haven't freestyled in money.
I'm telling you, no one would be able to do what you just did right now. That was dope.
I haven't freestyled. This is my first freestyle in like 4 or 5 months, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, that's still pretty good for being that long. I actually still have a bunch of videos too of you in the booth and freestyling. I'm actually gonna do more videos of doing some reaction videos to like some old ass videos we got. So
Yeah,
I'm
I saw
definitely,
that. Yep, I've been reposting
yeah,
all fucking day, bro.
yeah. I'm definitely gonna put out some videos of when we used to kick it and freestyle and do all that stuff. So that should be
For
dope
sure, man.
for
Thank you
sure.
for everything. I'll never take it for granted for all my guys, all my homies, everybody that believes in me, man. I never take it for granted, you know.
Hey man,
I got a little more comfortable because I always told myself I wanted music to give me the life that I have right now,
yeah,
and I built that life for myself without getting paid off music. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's why my goal is like anything else is a plus, man. At the end of the day, I'm not doing it for the money, man. I'm doing it for the love, and
yeah.
whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna keep dropping music. And hey, you know, I made a lot of great people along the way, and I lived my dreams farther than I ever could.
Hell
So
yeah,
at this point, when they put me in the ground, they're gonna put me on the wall like Big Pun and Pac in the hood, you know?
yeah. That's dope. Yeah, I think the same way. You know, I'm grateful that we were even able to do what we did, and that's
For sure.
honestly just recording the song. That's already like a dream accomplished. You know, for me. So
Yeah.
I think the same way, and I'm grateful that we all crossed paths and got to do a lot of dope shit together.
Of course, friends for life, even beyond the music, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can call me for anything.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we had a pretty dope podcast. Anything else you want to add? Any other things you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
Man, just, you know, I'm going to keep on the grind. Just watch out for me. I'm coming, man. Follow me on all my social media, ID, APX, PHA Foundation, Apex the Foundation, Snapchat, Apex, 2X's, 408, shit like that. You know, YouTube, Apex, 408, and Apex is not a label. Apex is the foundation. That's what I want to talk about also. Everybody goes, you change your name to Apex? Nah, man, I'm still ill. But
Yeah.
Apex is just a platform that I'm going to build for artists like how you helped me.
Mhm.
And later on, that's what eventually I wanted to evolve into is a platform where artists can go to shine, you know?
Mm.
So we'll do like the Apex, the foundation presents so-and-so artist. Later on, I just want to pay it back and pay it forward because I know there's someone out there that's really talented that deserves a shot. And I'm going to just do that, man. That same mentality that Big D, you, and Hector, and all the other guys who believed in me, I'm going to just pay that back how you guys did, you know?
Yeah, I was actually about to ask you that same thing you just answered. Is that why you had changed it to Apex? But
Apex, man. It's the foundation of life, the Apex pyramids, Apex predator. The strongest shape in mankind is an apex triangle. Most of these buildings are built on apex triangles. The pyramids from the Egyptians were built on the apex triangle. The apex is top of the food chain as humans are, sharks. Only apex can kill apex. That's what I'm saying, man. The shit that I do is elite. I want to be elite.
yeah,
And only somebody that as me can either take me out or ride with me. And I guarantee you, when you get elite, the really talented motherfuckers want to fuck with each other. You know, we're not here trying to sneak this and hate each other
yeah,
because we see that, hey, us together, man, we could build pyramids, bro.
yep. That's dope. That's dope, man.
All day, baby. It takes the foundation.
Yeah. So make sure you guys follow Apex. I'll have the links below or in the YouTube description. But other than that, man, I just want to thank you once again for being on the
Thank you,
podcast.
bro.
I'm
Appreciate it, man.
I'm
Hey,
sure.
anytime, brother, we can do this.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably have more in the future. And yeah, man, I'm excited to work with you again and do other things. So let's keep it going, right?
Hey, have a good one. Stay safe, bro. Appreciate it, man. I'm going to post this shit right there. Teal Grit Podcast, motherfucker.
Yes, sir. All right.
All
Thank you,
right, bro.
man.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.